Today I bring you part 2 of the Purity collection from DEBOSCH. Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. KJ Andy O is back in the house. This time I bring to you part 2 of the Purity collection from DEBOSCH. They're manufactured in Canada. I want to give a big shout out to Peter. Thank you so much for sending them my way to review. I greatly appreciate it. The price, you guys. They do come in these nice crystal bottles right here. Each one is individually packaged inside its own box, and it's $22.99 Canadian dollars, which translates to around $17.50 US dollars. And the shipping on these has a little bit of a hefty shipping tag. It's 16 Canadian dollars, which is around $12.50 US dollars. So $12.50, all right? And if you decide to order 3 or more bottles, you get free shipping, so maybe that's the best way to do it. The ratio, they're all a 70-30 blend. Nicotine strengths available are 0, 3, and 6 milligrams. I have mine in 3, that's what I prefer. There are 3 flavors in this part of the line. I already reviewed part 1 of the Purity collection, which had a first original 3 flavors, okay? So you can go back, look at my history on my channel, go to the little magnifier and type in DEBOSCH, and you will see my first review. Maybe I'll even put it in the description just so you can refer to it, all right? Okay, so the flavor intensity is definitely above moderate on these flavors, but they're still going to be an all-day vape so long as you are interested in the flavor profiles that I'm going to be going over. They definitely come to you pre-steeped. As far as them being coil and cotton friendly, I mean, they're definitely not the worst, but definitely not the best. I mean, maybe they're slightly below moderate, all right? Here's what the coils and cotton look like after vaping Legato for, I'd say, pretty much 24 hours of vaping, okay? You could purchase these flavors by visiting www.debosch.com. I will leave a link to them in the description down below so you could easily navigate there and pick up your own bottles today. The first one I'm going to be going over is Geisha, and the description reads, a refreshing burst of orange mandarin paired with milky cream and finished with a forbidden taste of absinthe. Or absinthe, depending on what region you're located in. We all call it different things. If you're not familiar with that, it is like it's like a anise or anise liqueur, okay, which has a bunch of other stuff which brings on like hallucinogenic properties. But this is not going to do that to you, okay? This is just an e-liquid. All right, let's do a smell check on this. I mean, the first thing I'm getting is the mandarin orange, okay? But, I mean, there are other notes coming through, but the first thing that jumps out at me is the mandarin orange. There's definitely a creaminess, but there's also that absinthe type of taste, or flavor, should I say. It's definitely coming across like that. The mandarin orange is a little bit more ahead of it, but there's a creaminess that's consistent throughout the whole smell. All right, let's do a taste test. First thing that hit my tongue was definitely the mandarin orange. And it was like, as it was hitting, there's like a milky creaminess that goes with it. About a second later, then the absinthe starts to hit. That's the way I see it, at least, all right? So this flavor, Geisha, I have loaded in the silver icon on top of my Vape Daddy Customs box right here, 26650 Paris Series, and here we go. Definitely smooth on the throat. Definitely smooth out the nose exhale. Nothing burning or peppery with the nicotine. Everything seems like it's in good order. Let me drip a little bit more. I'm running a dual build of Claptons in here right now. 2636 Claptons. Resistance is about 0.5 ohms. It comes up to life pretty good though, see? Yeah, definitely is cooking. On the way in, I'm mostly getting the mandarin orange, but it's pretty relaxed. It's not like in-your-face citrus, okay? It's definitely a relaxed mandarin orange, and it's definitely coming across like a mandarin orange, not just a regular orange, if you know the difference, okay? All right, on the way out. The mandarin orange is up front, but as you're tasting it, not after, but as you're tasting it, you're getting these nice creams that are coming through, all right? And I'd say about halfway through the vape, halfway through the exhale, that's where the absence starts playing its part in the roll right here. Definitely an interesting vape. I've never had anything like this. I have to confess, I've never seen any liquid just like this, and that's one thing I want to tell you about this company. They have flavors that are unique and original that most people haven't already created, and I give them total points for that. I mean, I'm not going to give them extra points, but I'm just saying they definitely score some points for that. All right, so let's see. I'm going to do it one more time. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty spot on. It's definitely accurate, okay? And you know the way I do my new rating system, and here we go. Here's the breakdown. Does it match the description? I'm going to give it a 1. Does it taste like the real life counterparts? Giving it a 1. Quality flavoring extracts gets a 1. Blended and balanced well gets a 1. Good nicotine gets a 1. Is it overly sweetened? Definitely not. It definitely is a sweet juice, but it's not overly sweetened. You don't get that nasty sweetener taste in your mouth. In fact, none of these do you get that nasty sweetener taste in your mouth. So I know where I'm at. I mean, it definitely scores high. I'm giving it a KJ Andio flavor rating of 5 out of 5. That's what I truly feel it deserves. It matches everything in every which way possible. It's a good quality liquid. Anyhow, that being said, let's move on to the next flavor right about now. The next flavor I'm going to go over is Legato. And this one, just to let you know, is a little bit of a darker liquid. The first one, had like a yellowish tint to it, but this one is definitely pretty dark. Not totally dark, but pretty dark. All right, so the description reads, satisfy your coffee fix with the delicious full-bodied cappuccino topped with sweet caramel and a light creamy finish. Okay, so there you go. Now let's go ahead and do a smell check. Yeah, it's like the caramel and the coffee, they're almost like half and half right there. I'm not really a coffee drinker. I don't really enjoy coffee. I have tried cappuccino before. Every now and then someone's like, oh, you got to try this. Here, have a sip. So I certainly know what it tastes like. The smell that's coming off is definitely really authentic. It's really hard for me to describe coffees because I'm not a coffee achiever. But it's definitely there, and it's definitely like a cappuccino. And the caramel is definitely legit caramel. And there's definitely like a nice cream that goes with it. Let's do a taste test. Pretty darn authentic right there. I'm going to tell you right now, folks. From what I remember of tasting cappuccino, this is pretty much it. And by the way, this flavor I actually brought to my workplace and let a few other people smell check it and do a taste test and vape on it from experienced vapors that I trust. And they're like, wow, this is pretty good. This is like totally unique and definitely authentic. So, all right, let's take it for a vape, why don't we? This one I have loaded in the brand new Asmodus Galatech RDA on top of the Yosta Live Pour 160. And I'm at 80 watts. And here we go. It's a Clapton build also. On the way in, you're getting coffee. And it's almost like a black coffee at that point, Let me drip a little bit more. This is actually fused Claptons in this one. They definitely eat up a little bit more juice than the regular Claptons. You know what I mean? All right. And it's also very smooth on the throat, smooth out the nose exhale. All these liquids are. They're definitely really easy going on your body, okay? The way out, the coffee's like right up front and sitting right behind it. Like as you're tasting the coffee, right as soon as you're done tasting the coffee, the notes of the caramel are coming through, and it's definitely legit caramel. And the way it's blending together and has a nice milky finish, it definitely comes across like a cup of cappuccino, The milky presence hits a little less than halfway through the exhale, I would say. I'm not even a coffee drinker. I don't like coffee, usually because it's like the bitterness and it gives me heartburn. I just really don't like it, But In a vape, this is actually pretty darn good, and I know where I'm at. It definitely matches the description, giving it a 1. Definitely tastes like the real life counterparts, giving it a 1. Definitely quality flavoring extracts, giving it a 1. It is most definitely blended and balanced while I'm giving it a 1. Definitely has good nicotine, giving it a 1. Is it overly sweetened? Definitely not. It definitely has some sweet type of flavor to it, like it almost comes off like a sugary cappuccino, but without like a bunch of like sucralose taste in your mouth, okay? It's not like that. It's not overly sweet. It has a perfect balance right there, all right? And I know where I'm at. I'm giving it a KJ Andio flavor rating of 5 out of 5, folks. That's what I truly feel it deserves. So that being said, let's go on to the next and final flavor right about now. The last and final flavor I'm going to go over is Royal Mint. And as you could tell, this is definitely quite a dark e-liquid right here. And the description reads, indulge yourself with a taste of rich, decadent chocolate, chilled with a smooth minty breeze and a hint of vanilla. Okay, sounds fair enough. Let's go ahead and do a smell check. The mint, it seems like it's a little bit stronger than the chocolate, all right? I'm getting the mint, and it seems like an authentic mint. It's not like a menthol. It's definitely like a mint, like almost like, I don't know if it's a spearmint or some other kind of mint, but it's definitely like a nice mint that seems realistic, all right? And the chocolate, it seems like a nice decadent dark chocolate. Definitely hints of vanilla are coming through also. Let's do a taste test. On the taste test, the mint hits me first. As I'm tasting the mint and it's soaking into my tongue, the nice dark chocolate's coming through. And as it's soaking into my tongue even more, I'm definitely getting like those notes of vanilla. They're all coming through, just the way it's written on the description. All right, so this flavor, Royal Mint, I have loaded in the Troll version 2 RDA on top of the Asmodus Minikin Boost, and here we go. Smooth on the throat, smooth out the nose exhale. And it's something I want to note here also. A lot of minty vapes, they sometimes give you that throat hit where it like tickles your throat. Not with this. Super smooth all the way. All right. On the way in, I'm mostly just getting the decadent dark chocolate. Definitely. Most definitely. There's maybe a smidgen of mint taste, but it's mostly just the chocolate at that point. And on the way out, yeah, on the way out, it almost like seems like the mint is like kind of up front, but as you're tasting it, bam, there's the chocolate. And it's not after. It's not like you're getting mint and then it's chocolate. It's like mint, and as soon as you're tasting that mint, surprise, here comes that dark chocolate. It's really quite authentic tasting too. A lot of chocolate vapes, they have this weird kind of like chalky taste to them. It's not coming across that way, not at all. Yeah, and I'd say a 3/4, maybe a little more than that, maybe more towards the very tail end. You're getting the notes of vanilla. They're definitely coming through. In your mouth, you're definitely left with a nice, rich, decadent, dark chocolate type of flavor in your mouth, okay? A little bit of mintiness, a little bit of cooling, but not really super cooling. It definitely doesn't, it's not one of those liquids that clears out your nose and your throat. It's like a nice, pleasurable mint, okay? Like I said, like a realistic mint. And the vanilla notes, they're a little bit there, but you're getting most of that at the end of the exhale. That's the way I see it. Quite a pleasurable vape, definitely. I could definitely see this as a dessert vape, you know? So, yeah, not bad at all. And it definitely is in good order with all the points in the scoring system. And I know where I'm at. I'm going to give it, does it match the description, giving it a 1. Tastes like the real life counterparts, giving it a 1. Quality flavoring extracts, giving it a 1. Is it blended and balanced while giving it a 1? Good nicotine, giving it a 1. Is it overly sweetened? Definitely not. It has some sweetness to it. It's definitely a sweet vape. But again, it doesn't leave that nasty sucralose taste in your mouth. I hate when juices have it like that, when there's too much sweetener. Always grosses me out. So that brings us to a total KJ Andio flavor rating of 5 out of 5 stars. There you go, folks. All of these scored very high. Now, let me explain it again, because a lot of people don't seem to understand my rating system, all right? I do not rate things on whether I like the flavors or not. I rate them just like the way I told you, whether they match the description, taste like the real life counterparts, is it quality flavoring extracts, is it blended and balanced well, does it have good nicotine, is it overly sweetened? That's what makes my point system the way I score these juices, okay? Now, if you want me to share my personal preferences about these juices, okay, why not? That's fair, because a lot of you people ask me to do that. The Geisha, the orange mandarin with the milky cream and the forbidden taste of absinthe. Not really a fan, not really a fan. But then again, I'm not really a fan of absinthe. So you got to be a fan of absinthe to be able to enjoy that flavor, okay? Tastes are subjective. What I like, you may not like. What you like, I may not like. So just keep that in mind when you're actually like going to purchase these flavors, all right? And the Legato, I'm not really a coffee drinker. However, I do enjoy a few coffee type of vapes, like what was it? Kilo Moo series, their coffee milk that they had. It was very well done. And this one's no exception either. I mean, if you like a cappuccino and you like the caramel in there, I mean, this is it. This is definitely it. Is it an all-day vape for me? Nah, probably not. But it's definitely something that I could enjoy. It's something that I could revisit. It's definitely going in my juice drawer that I save all my juices that I want to keep vaping at some point or another. All right, and on to the last one, the Royal Mint. Definitely like it. I definitely like this flavor. It's a really good flavor. It's a good desserty flavor. I could see vaping this after a nice dinner every day. Definitely. Most definitely. Is it an all-day vape? Probably not, because you know me. I love strawberry vapes. I love strawberry cream, stuff like that. Those are my personal preferences, all right? But I definitely do like this flavor. It definitely is going into my juice drawer as well. So that is my take on the flavors with my personal opinion attached. And that being said, let's move on to the vapor production test right about now. For the vapor production test, these are a 70-30, and I know what 70-30s cloud up like. I'm going to use the Royal Mint. I have it at 115 watts right now. Definitely chucking pretty good. And let's do this. One this way, one that way. What? I can't even see the camera. Could you see that? You couldn't see me either, right? Wow. Nice, luscious, thick clouds. They drop down. They definitely stay in the air, as you can see. So that's pretty cool. All right, here's one for you guys in YouTube land. Wow. Definitely good vapor production for a 70-30. So I know where I'm at. The vapor production of all these flavors, I'm going to give a KJ Andio vapor production rating of 4 out of 5. That's what I stand on these flavors, folks. So that's my take. That is really my take on all three flavors from part 2 of the Purity collection from DEBOSCH. And I hope you enjoyed the review. If you did, you're welcome to leave any comments down below. You have any comments, questions, concerns, you just want to say, hey, Andy, what's up? Feel free to do so, because I love hearing from you guys. And if you have any questions, I always answer you in a timely manner. But I do enjoy reading all of your comments, no matter what. So that about sums it up, folks. I hope you enjoyed everything. Visit them at www.debosch.com. Like I said, I will leave a link to them in the description down below, so you could easily go there and get your own flavors today. And that's it. We're going to sign off right about now. You have a stellar day. Be excellent to each other. And most of all, remember me. I'm KJ Andio, your host with the most. Take care, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.